Ghost of Tsushima, an absolutely gorgeous game, even though it can be a bit demanding on your rig. The problem is, many of us are struggling to get that perfect sweet spot between image quality and high FPS, especially if you're on a budget card. Well, guess what? In this video, I'm going to show you the best graphics settings and how we can use a leaked version of FSR 4 to drastically increase image quality and get more performance in Ghost of Tsushima. The official FSR 4 does not directly support the GTX 16 series GPU and RX 6000 series GPU. However, the unofficial modded versions of FSR 4 are based on the leaked SDK files, so yeah, we are going to need to use a tool called Optiscaler to force this FSR 4 SDK file. Also, we can even push it further with XeSS frame generation to boost more FPS. However, I know some of you have run into scenarios where you get many issues like ghosting and HUD elements flickering, like the crosshairs. But stick with me, because in this video, I will be covering how to fix that annoying issue and get a better gameplay experience when using Optiscaler. If you have a budget GPU like the GTX 16 series or the AMD RX 6000 series, this method is going to be really helpful. So yeah, do not skip the video, every part is really important. So let's dive in. First, we are going to start with the easy part. It means the best graphics optimization. Many users are a bit afraid to use these mods because they worry their original files will get corrupted or the game will keep crashing. I will show you a solution on how to save your original files and how to fix crashing when it occurs. But if you guys are still not satisfied with using those mods and only care about graphics settings, then I will show you the best graphics settings to improve your game performance without using any upscaling method or frame generation. So first, go to the graphics settings and optimize them like this. Texture quality. If you have a better GPU like mine, I mean the RTX 2070 or GTX 1080 series GPU, I will recommend using very high settings. But if you have a low budget GPU like a GTX 1650 or a card with similar performance, turn this setting to high or medium. Texture filtering 4x or 2x. Shadow quality, set this setting to medium because this setting is also demanding when using budget cards. Level of detail, this setting increases draw distance and other graphical things, so I highly recommend using the medium setting. Terrain detail, medium. Volumetric fog, medium. This game has intense fog effects in every location and it is very demanding to use higher settings, so I will choose the medium setting for the best balance. Depth of field, low. Using the depth of field setting sometimes makes many image blur issues noticeable. Some people like this effect, but many users do not like this effect too much. So my advice is to set this setting to low for the best balance. Screen space reflection, high. Screen space shadows, high. If you have a budget card, I will recommend setting this to medium or low. Ambient occlusion, set SSAO quality, or you can use SSAO performance for the best balance. So these settings provide the most balanced performance with better visual quality in Ghost of Tsushima. Now, go to the display settings and set anti-aliasing quality to AMD FSR 3 native AA. It is way better than TAA quality. Now, save these settings and you are good to go. Now, I will show you a comparison between my optimized settings and the highest settings to see how many FPS we increased with this optimization. Now you can see guys, we are achieving 45 plus FPS up to the 65 plus FPS range and there are no lagging or stuttering issues. You can play with better visual quality. If you are still not satisfied with this, I will show you the hardest part, using mods, FSR 4 upscaling and XeSS frame generation to get even more FPS. If you are ready to jump to that part, so let's dive in. First, we are going to need to download the Optiscaler mod and the AMD FSR4.dll file. I will drop a link to both of these in the comment section down below. Go ahead and download those files. If you want to play with FSR4, this Optiscaler mod is really important. First of all, you need to make a new folder, then rename it backup DLLs. This is the safest way to save your original DLL files. And then copy all the DLL files into this new folder. Now, extract your downloaded Optiscaler mod files right into that Ghost of Tsushima.exe located folder just like this. Next, find the setup_window.bat file and double-click to open it. Now, simply press 1 and press the Enter key. It will then ask you which GPU you have. If you have an AMD GPU, press 1. If you have an NVIDIA GPU, press 2. I'm using an NVIDIA GPU, so I'm going to type 2 and press Enter. Optiscaler is now completely installed. Now, find the optiscaler.ini file and double-click to open it. We need to change these lines here. Change FG input to upscaler. Change FG output to XeFG. And then save the optiscaler.ini file and close that notepad. Go into the DLSS override folder and then double-click the enable signature override.reg file and simply click yes and then click OK. Next up, copy the AMD FSR4.dll file into Ghost of Tsushima.exe located folder like this and select replace. The hardest part is all done. Now let's move to the easier part. Activate FSR4 and XeSS frame generation. Now, launch Ghost of Tsushima. Go to the display tab and set the exclusive full screen to full screen because XeSS frame generation actually works on borderless mode only. And then turn on DLSS and set it to balanced mode. Balanced mode is the best way to get even better performance, and this is just a placeholder until we activate FSR4. Now go to the actual gameplay mode. And now simply press the insert key on your keyboard. If you're on a laptop, you might need to press the Fn key with the insert key together. Now you can see the Optiscaler menu is pop up into the screen like this. Now to apply FSR4, go to Upscaler selections and select FSR3X and click Change Upscaler. And there it is, you can see FSR4 is activated. Now check this out. If you're already getting better FPS and a smoother experience, so yeah, you really don't need to use XeSS frame generation. Just stay with FSR4. But if you cannot get better FPS, even though you've used FSR4 and tweaked the graphics settings, you can use XeSS frame generation to boost those numbers. Navigate to the frame generation section and click Activate key. Now you boosted your FPS even more. But look closely. You can see the HUD elements flickering issues are more noticeable when we activate XeSS frame generation. It's an annoying little hitch in an otherwise great tool. To fix this annoying issue, press the insert key or Fn plus insert key again to get the Optiscaler menu. Turn on HUD fix and set it to 1. Now press the insert key again to close Optiscaler. Check this out. The HUD flickering is completely gone. But guys, this method doesn't work every time. Sometimes the game will crash during heavy loading in graphics settings, so keep that in mind. If you're not satisfied using the Optiscaler mod, I will show you how to remove it. Go to the Ghost of Tsushima install path folder, the same .exe path folder, and then find the remove optiscaler.bat file. Double click to open it. When it asks about removing the mod, type Y and press enter. Now your mod file is completely removed. You can enjoy the game without any issues. Finally, we have optimized the best graphics settings and successfully activated FSR4 in Ghost of Tsushima, fixed the blur, and got a huge increase in performance. We also covered how to tackle those nasty HUD flickering scenarios if you go the XeSS frame generation route. and we learned how to completely remove the mod file when the game crashes or you run into other issues. So yeah, try these steps and see what gives you the best results. If this video helped you conquer those frame rate issues, smash that like button. Let me know in the comments what FPS you're hitting now. Subscribe for more optimization guides, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.